Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim, and I'm back, and this is Tyler, and it is Friday. Sorry we didn't catch you yesterday with, me apparently with my dying child and all, who's not dying, but he's in the hospital. He's doing okay. And, hope everybody's had a fantastic week. Sorry for leaving you with just this guy all week. I know it must have been torture. Just torture. Anyway, thank you to everybody who decided to click on that little button and come sit with us and listen to some of the craziness going on in the world today. I know I'm excited. What do we got?
Oh, it's been cray in the hey.
That's hot.
Let's just say.
Dr.
We're going to be
Seuss.
talking about how San Francisco is best San Francisco, as you can tell by the title. San Francisco is a fantastic place. California State is a shithole. I can't even. Well, talking about drag events for children. They're bleeding some lines. Man, are they messed up? And I guess the big thing that we're going to be touching on is the double standard and the hypocrisy that's been going on in North America. And we've talked about this a lot with regards to something I've called repressive tolerance, and we'll get into that quite a bit more, and how the rhetoric coming out of the federal government, how it's more looking, it's a lot fierier, if that's I don't know. Yeah.
Fierier.
But the rhetoric, okay. Fierier, don't at me, okay? But how it's dividing people, and it seems like our own governments are trying to rewrite history for us. And that should be a big thing. That should be really concerning. And I've brought this up before with the idea of the double standard. So we'll talk about that and how gaslighting, how they're gaslighting the hell out of you. So we'll get into that and a bunch of other things, but right, Kathy Griffin. Oh my God, why are you inciting a civil war? You fucking soulless ginger. How are you still on Twitter? How is she still on Twitter?
Thought she was dead. In the fact I haven't seen the bitch around for a very long ass time.
Gosh, she's on Twitter being a freaking weirdo. So we'll talk about that. And weird how you know what? I'll save it. I'll save the pièce de résistance, as they say in Hungary, for the end. But of course, let's hit that intro. Bow, down, down. They don't produce anything. They don't do anything. I don't see where the bits are burning. How can we dance when the earth is turning? Jesus.
And we're back.
All right. I don't have a question of the day.
Okay. Hold on. I left the hospital early to come do this podcast for everybody, and you don't even have a question of the day. What kind of shit is this? I feel gypped.
Oh, well, that's what you get for being a gypsy. That's how gypsies work.
It is.
All right. Let's get down to some serious business. Washington Post, why have you not changed your name of your publication? Now I hear you already saying, Tyler, what the hell are you talking about?
A little bit.
Well, from the Washington Post, from their opinion column, George Washington University needs a new name. So does the Washington Post.
Why exactly? Why on earth would they need a new name?
because George Washington's the colonist, he's a slave owner, black bad or black good, white slave owner bad, all that stuff. All that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I found that the lack of the left is fantastic for this. The lack of self-awareness with them. How do you function with so much hypocrisy? And the scary thing is, I know why. I know the answer.
I'm sure they do it quite well with a nice little bevy on the side and a nice little cigar.
No, like I understand their thinking as to why when you call out their hypocrisy, they're not bothered by it. That's the bigger thing. Because they morally in their own mind, your mind's down here, right?
I had no idea. I thought your heart was down there. I thought your mind was like up here somewhere. Or if you're a dude, it's probably in between your crotchular area.
In between your crotchular. How many crotches do you have?
I meant in between your legs and in the crotchular area, and it all kind of came out as in between the crotchular area. So yeah, I said it. Just go with it.
So they actually see themselves as like they are above. Like it is, and I've said this. I've held this idea for a very long time, and I think it's very hard to convince me of otherwise. I'm open to new information, but from what I've been able to see,
like, are your legs open though?
Like something
10-cent
that's
hooker?
maybe. No, so I've always maintained that this difference that we're having in society it's a class issue. It's the upper elites, the 100K plus people, the people that have not experienced the real world, and they go from school to university to a desk job. They don't experience the world.
No.
So this is like when if you have a boss, if you're in manufacturing or if you're in any type of anything outside of cubicle work, and you have a boss that goes, well, why we need to do it this way, and you're just a simple retort is, I've tried that and it doesn't work. I was able to find a different process that works better, whatever it is. So they understand like the theory, but actually, shut up, don't at me.
I do what I want.
So they just start to see the world as they think it is, as opposed to what reality is. So now they try to construct the world in a particular way.
I completely agree. Have you ever, like, going with that, I have noticed that there are people who say drop out of high school and they still have that high school mentality. Like, it's almost like they're kind of stuck there. Or you have teachers that go from high school to university to back into school to be a teacher. Like, no disrespect to any teachers or anything, but they kind of still keep that same mentality. They haven't quite experienced a lot of other things. So I get that.
Actually, most entrepreneurs, I think have not, like Bill Gates, famously, he's a high school dropout.
Really? That I actually didn't know.
Yeah, there's quite a few tech entrepreneurs were high school dropouts. But so why am I talking about this? Why am I bringing this up?
I don't know.
So check out from TikTok, and she had posted, or Lips of TikTok had posted a video of San Francisco. San Francisco is best San Francisco. Check out this video, and this is the idea of policies where you are disconnected from reality. So just check. Well, just turn it down. You like check this out.
All right, let's check it out.
That. Oh my God, that guy is presenting, right, Jordan? presenting.
Oh my god. That is a lot of garbage. Hey, that kind of looks like when I was
Look at the two people.
The HSC
Look at the two people.
Oh my god, what are they doing? Are they?
They're fighting.
Oh, are they? I wasn't sure if they were just getting a little too intimate. What is it? The guy with the broom. Oh my god, he has a broom. That's so funny. He's like smacking it on the ground next to him. Like, stop. Just stop. And here's the guy like just picking up garbage. He's like, okay, you know, no biggie.
This is
Wow.
great job. So this is the idea of politics of the governing people, where they are disconnected. They just say, well, problem is people don't have money, so let's give them more money. That's a simple solution, and that if you were disconnected from the actual problem, that would make a lot of sense, right? But you.
Oh my god, I was totally muted. I'm such a dick. I was just okay. I said, God. Anyway, as if I just stopped myself. I like cockblock my own self here. I said this. I've spent a lot of time in downtown Winnipeg the past week, and this is literally what it's like in the middle of the night or in the evening time around HSC. Like it's a little disturbing.
So okay, so there's this type of disconnect going on here. Check out, okay, libs of TikTok, you're pulling it out again. Oh my god! Look at this fantastic this brave, beautiful woman stripping for little children.
Ooh, stripping. Let's take a look at this. You piqued my interest.
Just make sure you have the music really turned down because it is loud.
What is that? Is that a monk? 100% looks like a monk. It reminds me of something from... Oh my god. Okay, did you remember seeing the movie Sister Act? Do you remember how in the second one they had like these cute little monk guys that would like dance around and whatever? That's what this reminds me of.
No, because I'm not gay.
I don't remember them starting to take it off. Oh god, look at all that money.
The one thing that I find crazy, like as soon as this video starts, little kids and a fat, I'm assuming some type of trans ally feminist something or other going on. But I will call this out. Are you really stripping for children if your fat covers up your dick?
Well, I mean, to be fair, you don't have to have the full D showing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you're
but if you can't see it,
but still, I mean, I'm sorry, you're saying this makes me think of Family Guy. Sometimes when you see Peter Griffin completely buck-ass naked, but obviously you don't see anything, you just know he's naked, right? But it's still the act of. So even if you can't see any of those parts, which I'm going to say, which would be a good thing, thankfully, but it's still the whole act of, ooh, look at me, I'm taking my clothes off and you're throwing money at me. It's still giving the wrong impression to children, whether you have clothes on underneath or not.
You're killing my joke here. You're killing my joke. You know, there was an old expression. Explaining a joke is like dissecting a frog. You understand it better, but the frog's dead.
Listen, I didn't know there was a joke coming, okay? I thought this was like...
What the fuck? What the fuck do you think a fat fuck stripping for kids is?
Every day lately? This seems to be the new norm. This doesn't seem like a joke.
I think what really sparked all of this And okay, so I'll finish. I'll finish with this first. So this was from Tennessee Tech. Tennessee. This is a university. Had little
Oh,
kids. And you seen that fat mess was giving money to little children, and then
it was
and
horrifying.
and then they go pick up the money for kids. Like what? I think a lot of this started to get pushed into focus was after that Loudoun County High School, where that little girl was raped by a boy in a dress, and they tried to cover it up. Like
I was
that
gonna say,
that
what are you
kicked a
talking about? That
fucking
never
hornet's
happened.
nest. Yeah, right. Yeah,
No.
so the president ended up releasing a statement saying, to be clear, this was not a university-sponsored event. No university funds were used. Two registered student groups facilitated the scheduling and promotion of the event. Although registered student organizations have the ability to reserve space on campus, the program should not include obscene, lewd, or explicit activities.
Oh, jeez.
What do you mean? Oh, geez. Good on them. Yeah,
I
it should not.
no, I
They
agree. But
they,
it's
they completely called it out.
yeah. It's just like I said, like even the act that you're doing, whether you're actually showing any sort of nudity or not, you're still giving that impression that taking off layers of clothes for money to children is okay. And it's not okay.
Yeah. Like and we've made this point many times. If you did this out of in any other situation, the police would be called. But if it's done under a rainbow banner,
100%.
it's somehow brave and empowering. I'm still waiting for that response, Toronto police. Why can a
Still?
guy in a bunny mask wave his dick around with children around? That's stunning and brave. But if anyone else outside of that context did it, they'd be arrested. Where do we cross that line?
They still haven't come back to you yet and giving you any sort of answer. I don't know why that even surprises me in the slightest, but I mean, come on. This has been like that was what July long weekend or something like that happened or during Pride?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it was all during Pride.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, those them homos, they need a whole month to show little kids of their. Ugh. And again, I don't care. I don't care what you do in your within your four walls. As they say, that's between you and God.
Did you just say that? Like for real? Did you really just say that?
Yeah, because it sounds funny. It's between you and God
Just-
and the dude that you're plowing in the ass.
oh my god. It's so hard for me
Mm?
sometimes when you say stuff like
Mm?
that because it's like you're an atheist. You're like I don't know. It's funny.
Mhm.
Makes me
All
giggle.
right, so this is the type of disconnect that we're seeing. You know, when you're not aware of what's going on as a leader, as the president of a university, and you go, wait, what? They're doing what with little kids? Little kids in attendance. Again, if it's adults, by all means, I could not possibly care less. But when you target children, when the Arizona Education Board had chat rooms between adults and children that are talking about sexuality and sexual stuff with little
Say
kids.
what?
Yeah, there is a big disconnect here, but they will shun you, they will shame you, they will call you domestic terrorists for saying, "Hey, can you not talk to my kids about whose carpet you're munching on the weekend? Hey, Mrs. Smith, how was the scissoring sesh this weekend? Oh, Sarah, it was fantastic.
So good.
How's that?
So good.
How's that Dunkaroos going for you? Like,
Loving every second of it, baby.
so let's continue on with this little video. The Joly, I can never remember her full name personally. I don't really care.
Oh, from the post millennial. Okay.
Yeah. So she had even come out. So after the stabbings in Saskatchewan, as far as I know, 11 people stabbed to death, 11 or 18 injured, 3 in critical condition,
Yeah.
and that piece of shit killed himself.
I know.
Coward,
That made me
loser.
so mad when you told me that. I'm like, that fucking coward. Like, seriously, you're going to sit there and take other people's lives. And then you're going to be like, okay, well, now that I've ruined a whole bunch of people's lives, I don't want my life ruined. So
Yeah.
peace out. And just
Uh,
come on.
to be fair, with the
Grow
liberal
up.
government, it's not like they're gonna put you on death row. If anything, they'll say, "Look, he was a troubled youth. Let him out in 5 years, and in fact, maybe he'll stay in prison for 2 because of racism."
Probably.
But but she kept calling it a stab, or she kept calling the stabbing a shooting.
Really? All right, let's listen to this then. That's kind of funny.
By saying that my heart is with all the family and loved ones of the victims of the Saskatchewan shooting. This is obviously a tragedy. Of course, I would like to start by saying that my heart is
shooting, hey? A shooting.
I had no idea that there was an actual shooting. I remember hearing about a stabbing. There was a shooting too. Why weren't we told about the shooting?
Yeah, no one told me. That would be like someone saying, my grandfather, they died of cancer. And someone kept coming back and going, your grandpa, he was a good man, but so unfortunate that he ate himself into an early grave. Wait, what?
Attacks.
What? And like with her trying to be corrected, it's a shooting. Oh, the stabbing was a shooting. No, it was just stabbing. Shooting? No, it was stabbing. Shooting. Because we need it to be. Need it to be a shooting. So,
yeah.
Shooting?
Because
sure.
the stabbing doesn't fit in with the whole narrative. Because how are we supposed to talk about gun laws and banning guns when someone's out going stabby stabby? I mean, we can't ban all the knives, so it has to be a shooting. It's a shooting. More gun laws.
So there's an idea of, well, it's like projection. The idea of you policing, or you, no, it's not projection. I can't think of what the word is off the top of my head, and I'm sorry. But it's the idea of you almost like manifesting destiny. You want this to be this, and you inadvertently, like a Freudian slip. Like, we want it to be a
Oh, that face that it froze on, though. Oh, that's beautiful.
How was that?
Oh, there we go. You're back now. we got a technical error. But yeah, I think it was on my end. Sorry about that, guys.
I don't know what side it is, but all right. I think we've kind of made the point of the disconnect from the people that are supposed to be governing, and their solution is someone got shot with a gun, ban the gun. Just makes sense, right? If we ban all the guns, then these types of things won't happen. Well, if we just give homeless people need money. No, they have a home. They have a place to call home.
Yeah.
How about stop eating? How about yeah, it's better than in San Francisco. That box probably costs you a couple $100,000. Right?
Those people in San Fran would just be loving a good old freezer box or some shit. That'd be like a condo.
Yeah, that's what I live for. All right, so let's move on to this. And of course, this is a live show, typically Monday to Thursday, but we're on a Friday because we're here, we're queer. If you're on Rumble, hit the Rumble button. Hit the glove. Give it all your fisting. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Share this with your friends. Leave a like.
Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long.
Feed.
You look like you have a stroke.
Fucking love that shit.
Looks like you have a stroke whenever you do that.
When nobody else can see me, and I'm like, feed me Seymour. You're welcome. God.
I see you went to liberal arts school as well.
I did. Thank you.
All right, let's look at this. So, Jean-Luc Picard from the White House last week had put out a statement saying,
Captain Picard?
well, she's a captain of the carpet munching team.
Oh, it's a girl. Oh, I just ruined everything I had in my mind. Okay.
her name is was it Jean-Pierre, but I call her Jean-Luc Picard because
Okay.
I don't have any respect. So she had said that people that were doubting the 2016 election, remember, 100% the safest ever. All the other ones riddled with inaccuracies, but 2016
Weird.
straight as an arrow, which makes no sense because an arrow has a bend in it. It's not straight. There's a curve in it.
A little bit, yeah. And it's kind of funny because a lot of the other elections, people weren't sitting there crying that it was, how you say, not accurate. And then the one that people are like completely freaking out about, saying it was rigged, it was false, da 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 da. They're like, nay, safest one, the most pure one so far.
Au contraire, mon frère. So, Jean-Luc Picard herself, actually, check out this tweet. This is back in 2016. Stolen emails, stolen drones, stolen election. Welcome to the world of unprecedented Trump.
Ooh.
But if the right says that, you're being considered a terrorist. You're a terrible human being.
Yeah.
Well, what about Elizabeth Warren? Okay. What about Elizabeth Warren saying the election was stolen? Look, check this shit. Check it before you wreck it.
Build a new process, a process that really works and works for everyone. And that as we go forward, we have confidence in the integrity of this system, that Democrats, as they run a primary,
you said
are going to let the people speak.
You said the word.
And that we're going to have a candidate who's the candidate
rigged.
chosen by the people. That's our job.
Yes.
Do you not check timestamps?
Yes.
You check timestamps?
Yes, I checked the freaking timestamps. Oh my God. Oops.
What about Hillary? What about Hillary Clinton? The only person still living in 2016. Incredible. Yet you look. Ugh. Oh my God. What about Hillary?
Hold on.
Become the nominee.
Oh,
and you can have the election.
You can have the election stolen from you. Right?
So, Brian, I think this is a situation where you.
So you see the switching that's going on here. If they do it, it's because they see themselves as righteous. They have a reason for it. The basic idea, the blue lie that we've talked about many times. They will lie because they feel what they're doing is for the greater good.
I like
that's
the
why.
Greater good.
Or, let's bring this back home to Canada for a sec. Omar, our favorite little gremlin in chief. Now.
I feel like it's such an insult to gremlins. I'm just going to say.
You're not wrong. Where he's saying, I love truckers are essential. Many of the goods, he had tweeted this, many of the goods we all count on every day are brought to us by truck drivers. I've had the chance to meet many of them this year and to listen to their stories. Your work is essential for our supply chain and for all Canadians.
Yes, until
That's
somebody
weird.
decides to stand up and say, hey, what you're doing I don't agree with, and all of a sudden they're, terrorists and shit. So yeah.
Yeah.
Not in your
When you think for yourself,
screen,
we
sorry.
love you when you're in complete compliance.
Your screen froze
What?
and it looked like you had a stroke. You're like one eye closed.
Oh, like when you sing?
Shut up. I don't have one eye closed when I sing. I have both eyes closed. Get it right. I do Mariah Carey.
Okay.
I just close my eyes.
So if people want to have if you want to have a firm understanding of why I doubt things, why I have trust issues, is because of things like that. If you say it, it's okay. So then I can say it. If you're the leader, could I not make those same claims? No, you cannot. This was one thing. This is actually one thing that really showed to me the duplicitous nature of politics.
Where's my Kevin Hart?
Up your ass. Duplicitous, the two sides, the opposites of, basically.
All right, I was feeling insulted.
I don't know. Just saying two different, whatever. Okay, I think you understand how it's okay. Good. So when Trump was in charge, what was the left saying? Well, we don't trust these vaccines from Trump.
Yeah.
Check out this clip from Kamala Harris. Oh God. Check it out. Check out this video. Play it.
Before the pandemic hit, if you'd asked me, could I even do my work virtually, I would have said, I don't think so. I think I got to be there in person.
I will say that I would not trust Donald Trump, and it would have to be a credible source of information that talks about the efficacy and the reliability of whatever he's talking about. I will not take his word for it. He wants us to inject bleach. I will not.
Okay, I think that.
Listen, I want
fantastic
the American people to.
Because this is okay. What about Andrew Cuomo? Look at this from Andrew Cuomo, Mr. Mass Murderer himself.
Tremendous reporting on that, and the people of this country don't trust this federal government with this vaccine process. How can I say that? I didn't say it. Americans said it.
Sounds very much like Donald. Frankly, some people have said my vaccines are the best. I have. All right. But you are seeing on one side. Well, I'm just saying what you said. I am literally parroting what you have said. And yet, when you say it, it's okay. But if I say the same things, which I would say at that time, those are reasonable questions to make. And to continue on. That is a reasonable statement. That is a reasonable question. How sure are we? Not because it's Donald Trump, even if it's Donald Trump or if it's Joe Biden. It's like you don't want to be the last person to adopt a new technology. You don't want to be the first either. You want to be somewhere in the middle. Maybe once fucking Barack Obama said that this was the largest experiment. This was, how did he say it? It was like the largest human trial in history. This was the largest human trial in history.
Which is extremely frightening. Like, just to put that into context, somebody saying that literally frightens me. Human trial in history. That's nice. I thought a lot of those human trials stopped in like World War II. Just saying. Around
the but that was supposed to be for consent and all that type of stuff. But but when they say it, you see the gaslighting that's going on in real time. We can look at, with hindsight now, the information that we have, and you could see what statements they were making. Wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. Take this drug. Oh, it's if it's Black Lives Matter. Weird. It doesn't transmit when Black Lives Matter is rioting and burning down buildings and cities. But if it's workers protesting, it's a super spreader event.
I remember back in the day when I went back to school, my English teacher at the time, like literally almost every single project she would get us to do had something to do. I always called her a hippie because it always had something to do with the environment and stuff like that. And we did so many different projects on using hand sanitizers and stuff like that and how bad they were to be using all the time. So when COVID had hit and it was literally, you have to sanitize, you have to sanitize, you have to sanitize. I didn't. Like I would wash my hands.
We're sanitizing groceries.
I know, but like over sanitizing is insane. I remember when I would go for Walmart pickups, like you would literally see people put the groceries in people's trunks. And I had seen people come out with sanitizing wipes, wiping everything in their trunk down before they would even drive away. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, Lysol spray, or they'd put them in their bathtub, leave them there for a week. Like,
what the fuck?
The psychosis. The psychosis that was allowed to permeate. And now they're trying to rewrite history. They're rewriting history with the George Washington. Well, we need to abolish Donald. Stop making me quote Donald Trump. Stop making me defend fucking Donald Trump. Stop it. Because he was saying, how far do we go with tearing down these statues, with rewriting names?
Yeah.
Well, George Washington University should change its name. So should the Washington Post.
I don't know when it is that people decided to start erasing history. And the thing is, like, I understand that there was a lot of tragedies that had happened in history that some people may want to forget. However, the actual act of forgetting tragedies that have happened in the past, big mistake. Because then what's going to happen is people may then repeat those mistakes. Where when you have constant reminders, statues up and this and that of mistakes that have happened in the past, it literally gives you that, you look at it and think, don't ever forget. Don't ever repeat this again, because what had happened was such a tragedy. It was so atrocious. We cannot have this happen again. So tearing these things down and removing the history, for me, I think is just leaving it open for people to start making the same mistakes again.
Or like, here, how about this? How about this? Oh, well, the whole raid thing that's going on with Donald Trump. Oh, well, now more of his allies are being targeted by the FBI. Directed by who? Joe Biden. By Joe Biden. It's not like a rogue FBI group. Joe Biden directly knew about these raids that were going on. And people called Donald Trump a fascist, saying that he's going to go after Hillary Clinton because he had a couple boxes.
I thought he knew nothing about it. I thought he was completely innocent.
But look at the gaslighting that's going on here. Hillary Clinton wasn't president. She had private servers. They were found to have top secret or classified information on a private server, not a government server, and she destroyed everything. But no one's going after her.
Okay, I got a question though. Okay, her destroying everything it is not right whatsoever.
Crime.
However,
it's a federal crime.
Yes, which I completely agree with. But the stuff that they had on their server, was it her stuff she had on a server or past stuff that her husband had because he used to be president? No, so it had nothing to do with Bill.
It was government emails, government information, government communications on private servers. It's weird that Donald Trump, here, let's reverse the nameplates a little bit. Hillary Clinton had boxes. Okay? Hillary Clinton had boxes that the FBI came and checked out and said, hey, we'll put another padlock on for you. Don't you worry about that.
Why is
Donald
she having
Trump.
these boxes when she wasn't president? That's what I don't understand. Were they bills?
Hold on. Let me make my
Sorry.
point, please. So reverse the names. Hillary Clinton has a couple boxes, and the FBI comes and secures this room. Okay. Donald Trump whitewashed. Bleach bit. Okay, I don't want to get fact checked or some stupid some kind of comment that she didn't use a corrosive substance. No, it's called bleach bit, where you wipe the hard drives clean. He was he was smashing phones. He was smashing laptops. Okay? Look at it that way. Reverse the nameplates. And if you have a problem with one and not the other, you might be a little biased. And I'll say,
100%.
I have my biases. I don't mix words with that. But I try very hard to make sure that I'm not, I'm checking my bias. Actually, not my unconscious bias. So if it's okay for one to do it and not the other, okay, then we don't have a justice system in North America. We do not have the rule of law. We have a government of tyranny. That is the textbook definition of tyranny. It's not that you have laws, it's whether they are applied equally. So
I would agree with that. I was literally having a conversation earlier today about the fact that there are so many people who are in positions of power, whether it's bosses, judges, presidents, etc., who are supposed to be
Nancy Pelosi's husband.
Yeah, who are literally supposed to be on that middle line, who are not supposed to have a bias on either side, that do the complete opposite. They do have that bias. They do go to the one side as opposed to the other.
Mm-hmm.
And people who do things like that and they are in positions of power should not be in those positions of power.
No. I would 100% agree. Here's a perfect example. Kathy Griffin.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, the super deep she's got TDS. I think she rivals Sam Harris for the amount of TDS that's going on there.
TDS? What is that?
Trump derangement syndrome. It was a real.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. So she had posted a couple days ago. Okay, this is from Kathy Griffin. Okay, if you don't want a civil war, vote for Democrats in November. If you do want a civil war, vote Republican. She is a hard Democrat. Me hearing that sounds like, if you do not do what we will tell you, we will come and fight you.
Yeah, I would literally say it sounds like a call to action 100%, that if this side gets voted, shit's going down. 100%. That's exactly what it sounds like to me. Absolutely.
I don't think that's unreasonable. Well, and look like this photo. I remember Marilyn Manson getting when he had said something about killing the president in a song. God. And it had to get bleeped because it is a federal crime to call for the death of a sitting president. And she has the head of Donald Trump. She's like, it's like they hooked up at some point and she's like super butthurt. Like, you never phoned me back, Trump. You never phoned. I wouldn't phone you back, right? You fucking flame. You fire crotch, you creep.
Well, what I don't understand is like, okay, if things are reversed right now, okay, say there was some fucking Carrot Top, who the fuck cares, is sitting there holding up a fake Biden head with a bunch of blood on it, standing like that. You think that would be okay? Do you not think that people would be like, that is an inciting of violence? That is literally a threat right there. Arrest this person. Like, I don't understand how things like this were literally okay just because of who was president at the time. But when somebody else is president, that doesn't fly. I don't think that's personally, I don't think that's okay to do about anybody at all.
Think of how they communicate and they convey things. They say Donald Trump, when he said, go protest peacefully, make your voices heard peacefully. And they said, that's a dog whistle. What is this? Is it because he didn't get back to you? Like, look at this photo with her. She's sitting she's right next to him, just smiling.
Oh my
just
God.
Smiling.
That is such a mighty big smile on both of their parts. He's got that like, yeah, I'm going to tap this later, 100%. I'm going to see if she's a real redhead.
Yeah. So I started looking into her. I started looking at her Twitter a little bit more. Like, I know she's off her rocker.
It's seeming
she hasn't been relevant for decades. I can't even think of the last thing that I've seen her in. But so I was looking at her Twitter, and my God.
That was so hard for me not to just piss myself laughing. Remember seeing
that is some
like that.
Harvey Weinstein cocksucking knees.
Right.
Like, what is with those knees?
I don't know, but it definitely, you got it right. It definitely looks like some sort of sharp peg going on in between there.
What the hell? And so one thing I was looking at the Epstein flight logs. So check out this last little clip. There's image that we have here. Do you just quickly? Do you see Donald Trump on these flight logs? I don't see them. I've heard that he was on there. It's alphabetical order.
Yeah, no, I do not. Under the D's,
right,
I do not see the Trumpage.
All right. Can you check under the K's if you could for me?
No, really?
Got some explaining to do.
Oh, Kathy. Naughty.
She likes them young.
Apparently, that just really surprised
Woody
me.
Allen, Will Smith, okay, Will Ferrell, Wanda Sykes,
Will Smith,
Virginia
Sykes,
Roberts, Tom Hanks,
Robert Downey Jr. No, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
I don't know.
Meryl
Demi
Streep,
Moore,
Oprah. Oh my God. Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I said that like I was really surprised, but after I said it, I was like, okay, no, not really.
Yeah. So
John Cusack. Okay, that surprises me. I love John Cusack. Oh my God. No.
I thought that's a Casey Anthony. I'm like, oh, I'm not surprised. Casey Anthony, after she killed her kid, well, maybe she just wants to experience one a little bit older.
Oh.
But so to put a nice little bow on all of this, you see the difference between people that experience the real world. People that are saying, hey, can we maybe not expose little kids to some Jabba the Hutt in a fishnet? Can we maybe not and try and show his micro penis? Can we not do that? Like, is that a controversial statement to not show your millimeter dick to kids? Is that too much to ask?
Apparently, in this day and age, it is. That is a no bueno. You can't do that. Sorry.
But this is the disconnect that we're seeing. If they do it, it's okay. If you do it, it's wrong. And I think you need to start calling this stuff out.
People 100% need to start standing up.
Because there are laws on the books in Canada, like, you can't fillet a fish on like a Tuesday or something, or you can't and have a hot cooling on your windowsill on a Monday or some shit like that. Some crazy laws.
They have such bullshit laws. I
But
think we did one of
those
our
laws are still in the
podcasts on
books.
that.
Yeah. So, but that stuff isn't enforced because we've all just agreed, that's crazy. That makes no sense. So we need to start calling this stuff out. If you have a problem with this, I don't hold those kids accountable. I hold the people that are supposed to be adults. These are perpetual children acting as adults. These people are developmentally stunted, or in a very, very politically friendly way, they're fucking retarded. If they feel that exposing themselves to children is somehow virtuous, somehow empowering. If you need to go up to little kids and need to affirm your gender to little kids, you might have something wrong with you.
100%.
I would suggest seeking medical help.
I was just going to say that. I'm sure they're in phone books. And if you're not as old school as to have phone books, you can just Google that shit. There's some really good help for you out there. I promise.
So this is a lot of the rhetoric that divides people. These are issues that truly divide people. You know what? Food costs more? Yeah, we can argue about that. But when you are now impacting children, when you are now saying, exposing them to hypersexualized things, having private conversations that their parents don't know about, and then you go, no, parent, you are the terrorist. You are the one that's destroying this country. Me showing two dudes blowing each other in a cartoon is empowering. I don't care that they're 5 years old. They need to see that pole getting smoked. And when the parent says no, you go, shut up. I don't need to listen to you. In fact, I'm going to do it more.
You know what I find interesting about just you saying that? It makes me think that if, say, one of our children or somebody's child was to go to school and start talking about hypersexualized things or even sex in general to their teachers, they are under an obligation to then report it to Child and Family Services, because why is this young child talking about things like this? Clearly, they are seeing it from someplace, whether they are a victim of something or they are seeing it from their parents or something along those lines. So they come in and investigate. So if you have things like that and the parents are being investigated, but yet you're taking these children and giving them comic books, you're talking about sexualized things in schools and stuff like that, that's okay. And no CFS gets notified. And yet people are pushing to, no, just let it happen. Just let it happen. They should be knowing these things. When literally like a minute ago, if a child would go to school, I'm sorry, CFS is getting called and those parents are getting questioned. I'm not really sure when this decided to change. And the thing is, I know that stuff like this still happens. So if a child who's not being taught this in school is then going to school, CFS is being called, or wherever you're listening from, it's our Child and Family Services. Okay. But yet they're allowed to teach this in school. No questions asked. Everything is okay. Let's just go with it. Why? How? This makes zero sense.
No, but this is the separation that's going on here. They do it, it's okay. If you do it, you're domestic terrorist. You're endangering children. And you know what?
Yes.
Something's going to happen where someone says, "Nope, I've had enough." All right, I think let's get the hell out of here.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for taking the time out of your day to come sit with us and listen to some of the craziness going on in the world today. Sorry again for not being on yesterday, but we made it up today. Have a fantastic weekend. Share it with people you care about, and we will catch you again on Monday. And we out.